Susan Smith's writing is large, and it's printed, and it's very rounded. This is the type of script that we see in young girls. Everything is premeditated. She's going to think about everything before she does it.
It's a frightening revelation of what ultimately may have transpired that cold night in Union, South Carolina, a mother's horrible deed. The Susan Smith saga was a story that shocked the nation and made America weep. And everyone asked the same question: how could she do it? Was it all a premeditated deception? Hardcopy went in search of who Susan Smith really is, the woman who deceived the nation, the woman that authorities claim deliberately allowed her 2 young children to die as she watched from the banks of the lake.
The writing is large because that's self-involved, and expecting everybody else to do for you and the world to revolve around you and not taking responsibility.
Our investigation took us to this woman, top handwriting analyst Sheila Lowe. She is a court-qualified graphologist who has studied the handwriting of a number of America's most notorious killers. Sheila's analysis of Susan's confession letter is both revealing and chilling.
The style of writing is a large printing, but the letters butt up against each other in a lot of places, and that indicates somebody who is not real socially aware. She's not sure of her boundaries, how far to go. It's an upright slant, and that's somebody who uses their head over their heart. It's a slow writing, and so it's carefully done.
Carefully done, not unlike the way her children's disappearance and killings were carried out. First, there was the public plea.
And you guys have got to be strong, because you are, I just know, I just feel in my heart that you're okay, but you got to take care of each other.
A national deception, and then the startling confession.
Susan Smith has been arrested and will be charged with 2 counts of murder in connection with the deaths of her children, Michael 3 and Alexander 14 months.
But it wasn't only Susan's handwriting that revealed her hidden personality. Sheila noticed something else.
We see in 2 places here Susan has substituted the word heart for 2 little hearts that she's drawn. And we see this many times in the handwritings of convicted killers. It seems to be a defense against the absolute horror of the situation, a way of denying it and of distancing themselves from it.
Sheila couldn't help but be reminded of yet another famous letter written by another famous defendant.
This is something that reminds me of the happy face that we saw in the O.J. Simpson so-called suicide letter. It's the same type of form where the person is really trying to deny the horror of what's happened.
But overall, what does Susan Smith's writing style tell us about her and her horrific evil act?
It's somebody who is emotionally fixed around the age of maybe 12. It indicates that her own needs come before anything else. And in that moment of insanity or whatever it was, me first. The world revolves around me and my needs.
A grand jury is scheduled to hear evidence in the Susan Smith case on Monday. Now for O.J.
An expressive behavior.